everyone. I think I came up with a way for how you can integrate Estimistry into your regular practice. I think this would be a great routine that you could do weekly with your kids and would get you some um, digital learning in a unique way that provides some fun and math and reasoning all in the same time. So if we're using Google Classroom, which I think most of us are using by now, maybe not as much at K2, I'm not really sure, but in 3 up, I'm pretty sure people are using Google Classroom. So I created my fake little classroom so I could model this for you. And I posted an assignment. So I did a video on student estimistry, which I'll walk you through what it looks like. And then I created an assignment where kids could edit and input their answers to the clues and have to submit it to you prior to you giving the answer. And so what I did was I modified the PowerPoint and just created a video that would go out to kids minus my little picture on the corner where it explains how to do the estimistry. So here we go. Here is an object that I want you to estimate how many dice are in this space. As the clues appear, use the information to narrow down the possibilities to a smaller set, then use estimation to determine which of the remaining answers are most reasonable. So clue number 1. Only 2 digits from the answer can be seen on the face of the die. So most kids might be able to answer that, but there is one thing that they forget for a digit. So I added in this next box, which is a think about it box. What are the digits that do not appear on the face of a dice? List the digits that are not on a standard dice. And so most of them can look at the picture and probably get digits 1 through 6, and then they'll say 7, 8, 9. But they often forget that 0 is also a digit because they might say 10, especially if we're working with younger kids. I think this task goes grades 2 up, and starting with an easier task before starting with a harder task is always the way to go. And that's why on the sheet, which I'll attach in an email, I gave 4 slots to force that thinking of 0. Clue 2. The answer, let me move my box, is an odd number. So they have to think about what is an odd number. And a lot of kids know what that is, but not all kids do. So I added in another think box as well, which is if we have a 2-digit number because of clue 1, and it's odd because of clue 2, what does that mean for the digits in the ones place? Clue 3, look at the yellow die. None of the numbers is a digit in the answer. So they have to find yellow. There are 3 numbers. 3, 5, and 6 will not be a digit in the tens or the ones in the final answer. So I want them to make sure they know what those numbers are and that they can't appear in the answer. Clue 4, find the red die. And so if you look at the picture, there's a lot of them right now, but really there's only one where you can see 2 faces. But just in case they weren't sure, I did add in this blue arrow. So I'm highlighting this here. And in my recording, I highlight what the word sum means as well, that it's the answer to an addition problem. So make sure you add 4 and 5 and you get 9, and then that should not be found in your tens or your ones in the final answer. And this is how I tweaked the end of the slides. And it was really easy to do because the format's already set up. By now, you should have all the information that you need. I went a little too fast. Are you ready for the reveal? Click to see the answer. Turn in your work through Google Classroom, and I will email you the answer. So that way you have kids doing a little bit of work. They're showing their reasoning process. Maybe they're not right, but if they attempt it, you can then communicate with them any fashion you wish, through email, through Hangouts. You could do conferences just with a Google Meet as well. I hope this helps to spark some interest in using estimistries. I know that they are definitely things kids like because every time I use them, even with staff, they want more and more and more. And there are a ton of them that you can use and edit. Happy to talk more about this at any point. Hope you are all doing well, and hopefully we'll be together soon.